In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you some oil pastel techniques that will help you to blend colors, create tertiary colors, and also to create tints and shades in your artwork. So let's get started. If we look here, we have some tints of our color, which is the color plus white. So I'm going to start out by showing you how to do this. Now, typically, I don't recommend that you do this on a drawing done in Sharpie. It looks much better if you do something a little softer, like this is done in pencil. However, because for video production quality, I did it in Sharpie so you could see it a little bit better on your Chromebook. So what you want to do when you're trying to create a tint of a color is you want to start out by getting white and the color. And also, you can get yourself a clean paper towel. Always check to make sure that the white is clean. So this one, it's got some green on it, so you just take the paper towel, twist it, and it comes out nice and clean, okay? You can always check your oil pastels, because sometimes students forget to do this when they're done, and then it can kind of mess up your picture. So what I'd like to do is start out by lightly coloring. So I'm going to make a really light value of violet. So I'm going to really, really lightly color, as light as I can. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to blend it. Now, some students find that either they're not strong enough to blend that hard, or that the texture of the oil pastel bothers their finger. So if that's the case, you can wrap a paper towel around your finger. So don't take the whole paper towel and just smudge it all over, but wrap it around your finger, almost like a little guard. And then you can blend like that and it softens it. Then you can take the white and color on top of it. So this is a very, very, very light value of violet. Now to make sort of a medium value, you would color with medium pressure. So I'm not pressing real hard here. Okay, and then just like before, blend it. So the thing about oil pastels is they're very soft, kind of fluid looking media. So if you're a little fuzzy on the edges, that's okay. So you could choose to either leave it like this, or you can make it a little lighter by going on top with the white and blending again. And then from there you could do, if you wanted to do just a little bit of solid coloring like I have here, you can just color the regular value without adding white or black, so not making it a tint or a shade, and then you can just blend. Now, to make a shade, which is a darker value of the color, you can get a black, but you want to be really, really careful with how much black you use, because the black is very, very concentrated. So let's say I wanted to make a shade of black, of violet. I'm coloring as light as I can with the black, but I'm trying to make it even. Because if I do kind of like lines like this, and then I go to blend it, those white spaces are going to show and it's going to look kind of uneven. And then from there, I'm going to blend it to soften it a little bit first, and then you can color on top with your color really hard to kind of cover it, and then from there you can blend as well. So we're going to get a little variation in texture and kind of value sometimes with oil pastels, but that's one of the things that's really beautiful about it. When we look at artists like Paul Klee, he had a lot of, inconsistencies in the texture of his artwork, and it just kind of adds a little bit of interest. So that's okay if you get that. So that's doing tints and shades. Now I just want to show you blending a few colors together. Okay, kind of like I did in this area. So what you can do is you can look at the trusty color wheel in the classroom. There's one right above the painting center. And this works best by choosing colors that are close to each other on the color wheel. So let's say I choose yellow, orange, and red. Now, my hand's kind of dirty, so I'm going to make sure that when I blend this, that I use this finger, because it's not the one with the violet on it, okay? So you have 10 fingers, so you have a lot of fingers you could do this with. Or you could just wrap a paper towel around it and just make sure it's a clean spot. So I'm going to start in an area by doing red. I'm going to start out coloring with a lot of pressure, but then I'm going to color a little softer. So you can see the value is getting lighter as I go out. Then I'm going to take my finger, blend it a little. So already that's a great way to change your value. Now I'm going to color some orange. So I'm going to color really, really, really light with an orange on top of that. And then I'm going to gradually increase the pressure each section, so you can see it's kind of changing value. And then I can take a clean finger, make sure I'm not mixing too much red in there, and blend it. You see how it goes from orange to red, and I could do kind of the same thing with yellow. Just blend it right in there. So now you can see it goes kind of from red to a tertiary color, red-orange to yellow-orange, which is a tertiary, and then to yellow. So these are some different oil pastel techniques that you can definitely add to your project. So best of luck.